missed you. It's just not the same without your warmth in my arms. You know it's fucking crazy. It's my birthday still, and I just wanted to make it something worthwhile. Plans now. Just being alone with you. That's my whole birthday right there. Does it sound too boring to me? I certainly hope you don't think it does. Though if you do, I'll be more than happy to make things that much more intense. It's strange not being able to see what time of day it is, relying on digital clocks like their guidance counselors. I really don't know sometimes. Sometimes I wish I had more normal, but other times I remember I got you, and that's more than enough. What we've been through, it's helped me become who I am, who I want to be. It's a slow process letting go of hatred. I know I must sound like I keep doing this cycle over and over again. I know that cycle tends to be something different. What am I kidding? There's nothing that makes me happier than getting lost in this redundancy. You know why? Because you're stuck here with me, little mouse. I guess we're both stuck in a mousetrap, ain't we? Deep underground, where nobody cares to see us. Though I would like to see the stars with you. I'd love it, actually. Screens are fine, but seeing a shooting star in person, it's one of my simple dreams. Am I distracting you too much? Then maybe I'll have to distract you even more. I am the birthday boy after all, so I can be just a little entitled today, can't I? You're cute when you don't know what to say, and even cuter when you think you do. But then something magical happens. I find a way to make you lose those words halfway, like you always seem to do to me. It's really cute. Then again, I guess that's what happens when you decide to go out with someone who is your enemy. You just end up having so many differences and interesting things in common. There's always something to talk about the different experiences. You know, this whole enemies to friends to lovers thing. I don't mind this trope one bit. As long as I get to be a stereotype with you. The two of us living happy ever after. Then again, I don't want a happy ever after. Fuck that. You wanna know why? 'Cause it's boring. That's the end of a book. Nobody wants to exist at the end of the book. I want to be right in the middle, right where the juicy drama and details are. Not because I want the drama, but because I want every day to have a spice, a spark, a fire. I'm fine. It's nothing really. I've gotten more used to it lately. And besides, I think I'm healing up. You don't have to use your quirks so much. And with the help of yours, I've managed to get mine a little more under control. You've probably heard it in my voice. Getting less drastic. I've had a ways with it, but it's mostly thanks to you, babe. Oh, baby, what don't you do for me? And what can I do to make you feel so happy? That's right, I'm greedy for it. I don't just want you to be normal kinds of happy. I want you to be so happy. You lose your... Well, I wouldn't want you to lose that thinking about it. I had to think about it for a moment because if you lost all restraint, you wouldn't have those cute moments when I get to tease you like right now. It makes me wonder what you really are when you show your true colors to me. I can't really place it, you know. Someone who doesn't fit in any category. You're not a hero, you're definitely not a villain, you're not a vigilante. I guess I'll just call you mine, because that's the most accurate, isn't it? With how much time we spend nuzzling each other. There's nothing I like more than this baby. I love it. I've been savoring every moment because it's you. I've been happy because of you. And it's all thanks to all those little things you do. All those happy things that make me feel alive. All those dreams I've had that aren't just dreams anymore. You stood with me through all of that, even when you didn't know if I'd make it. Fuck. You saved me from a lot of things. And the more I think about it, the more I just think of how much I want to make you smile. Because of the many times you made me smile even through the tears. I never thought I could be close to someone. I thought I was damaged goods. I thought I was a lot of things, but I didn't know how to let it go until I met you, and you changed me. You know, that change might be one of the only good ones that happen. No, I can't even say that. That would be resentful, like letting those things win. When I see you, when I feel you, when I hear those words of love and feel them in my heart, it all feels real to me. The first real thing I ever really had a chance to get. And it's been amazing. You've been perfect to me. So much so, I get self-conscious about things I never did before. I get lost in myself and trying to pick up the pieces because my life, all I really got good at was trying to get my revenge. And then what? What was after it? Nothing. I set myself up like dominoes to fall right again. And I fell. Only this time it was poetic justice and things that made sense because I remembered something when I was regretting a whole bunch of stuff. When we first met, I saw you. I captured you because I knew you wouldn't stop. You would have taken us, the underground, as some kind of renegade villain group, right? That's what they always teach you. Assume the worst and then hope for the best, right? The only difference is I guess I could see from day one that you were different. You had an open mind, a certain glow in your eyes, even when looking at me, a filthy villain. At least you must have at first seen me as that way, right? That's not fair. You can't just say that to me. You can't just say that. That's not fair, baby. Because if you say it like that, I'll feel guilty. How did you know? Me. I have something like that. I would have never guessed that I did. Simply because I lived so much of it in regret. Do you want to know a story of how the underground even came to be? I don't think I've ever really told you, but a long time ago now. God, it must have been over 2 years back. I Ended up in a place that was a pit of hell. A place where they had no problems with doing things. That fucking doctor, he can experiment on that crusty boy all he wants, but he was doing things, horrible things, to orphans and people who didn't have a place, homeless and otherwise. So I did what once my heart told me to do. On a whim at first, I feel bad, but I hated seeing it, and I didn't know why at the time. I hated seeing all of them suffer. When I burned it down, I saved them, but there was nowhere else to go. We were all just abominations, but at least we could relate to each other. Those who were experimented on, mending their ties with those who didn't. It was a giant, misshapen place of half humans, half gnomos, everything. All of us lost something that day, but we gained something so much more. We found our way to the sewers, and eventually one of them had a quirk to reshape concrete. So we formed it beneath the sewers, minding our own business, saving and making a reputation for being a safe haven for people who needed it. That's why this place exists. That's why I captured you that day. Because if not, if this place was taken away, what would society do to them? Treat them like a monster, like it did me. I'm not saying I didn't do things monstrous, I did. I remember so long ago those heinous crimes I've committed. But I've tried it. I've tried, baby. I've tried so fucking hard to get past them, to become a better me. And I admit there's still scars all over my heart, all over my body. The stitches help, but it's not permanent. You always have to fix it together to keep yourself together, don't you? One wrong stitching and the whole thing falls apart. That's how I feel trust and love is. And you helped me together when I was falling apart. You see, right before you came, something horrible happened. I lost so many of my friends, ones that were closer than family. I lost them not because of what you think, but because of a twisted, fucked up way that there was a plot, misunderstandings, and that's what hurts the most. I'm glad that they're okay. At least I hope they are. But I wish they were back. Whenever you tear a family in half, it doesn't feel right. You lose so many people you care about. And I did that day, and I just curled up and cried and didn't know what to fucking do. And then you caught me when my eyes were still puffy. Do you remember how you noticed that? I couldn't believe it. You, my enemy, right? What's supposed to be caring about me, who was anguished over these terrible things. My family may have been torn in half, but we stuck together. The ones who left, I wish them well, but I don't think I'll ever stop missing them. Call me a sentimental monster if you want, but I've never been good with goodbyes. They've always torn me up inside, and that's why I never wanted to say that to you. You ever notice how when you go out, I always say see you soon, but never goodbye? It's because I hate it. I hate goodbyes even if they're just in passing. Because sometimes you don't get to say hi again. And sometimes things you never expect happen. And sometimes people betray you in ways that don't make things easy. Fuck me talking about this on my birthday. I didn't mean to be such a killjoy, it's just... You really came at a time in my life that I needed something to snap me out of it. I would have lived in my head blaming myself for the rest of my life if it wasn't for you. I already had enough sins, but to lose the family that I tried to save, half of them gone, just like that. I know. It's probably not something I could have prevented even if I wanted to, but the tragic thing is, to this day, they probably still think I'm a scoundrel because of what? Misunderstandings. Misunderstandings of things I didn't do, of events that never transpired, all of which I didn't have a chance to clear my name. That's what hurts. The fact that someone who might have looked up to me, someone who tried desperately to support the underground, to make us all safe, contributing to our society, our way of life, to think that they think lowly of me, it eats me up inside. I wish I could say I was over it, but I'll never be over it because I'm an empathetic bastard. And I don't know how to turn my heart off. You seem a little too happy about that. Fucking... Shut up. I might be all that, but... You're just as bad as me. You empathized with the villain who kidnapped you. Still wanna talk that shit? You know I keep trying to. It's fun to shut you up with a kiss. Well, now that I spilled my guts on my birthday, how the fuck do we make this a good one, huh? Though I guess I feel like a weight was lifted talking to you about it. There were so many things I never wanted to happen. I go back in my head of what ifs and things I could have done better. You ever do that? You get caught in the past, wishing you could do it over again. I never thought I was one to look back, but when I lost them, I really did it. It became my ultimate fantasy, to correct the misconceptions, to clear my name and get them back, even though I knew it wasn't something that could be done. And eventually I had to come to grips with it as best as I could. The coping mechanisms don't always work. If you ever see me and I'm just down a certain day, it's probably because I thought of it. And no, it's not like they can't be safe somewhere. It's just not hearing from them, not knowing if they're even of this world still. It torments me. Hey, no long face. I've been getting better thanks to a certain meddlesome someone. Aren't you gonna take a little advantage of that situation? You fully can. I wouldn't blame you at all, cause more than owing you, you're my life's savior. The only one who ever cared like you do. Well, I can't say the only one, but definitely the only one I want to guess. The only one I want to hold. The only one I want to feel this special. Sorry to my family, my friends, and everyone down here. But you, baby, you're on a whole nother level. What do you expect? Something sentimental? No, of course not. I already word vomited that all out. Besides, would it kill you to smile when I kiss the hell out of you? You look so offended, and I fucking love it. I fucking love you. It's the way that every single time you keep trying, talk your shit then, little mouse. Come on. I know you can do it if you try. If you dodge my kiss, you might stand a chance. Too slow. What am I not allowed to play with you now? Getting a little upset. That's fine. That face on you, it really does suit you. I love it. You have this way about you that always gets me coming back. I can't really think of anything else sometimes. You know, the other day, when you were away and you were about to get back, you almost got me thinking about you a little too much. Did you really think that there's something as much as too much? Well, to me there's not. Not to you anyways. I've had too much with regret, living in the past. Coming to grips with it. Loss isn't my specialty. But turns out revenge isn't either. Having a soft damn heart sucks. Sometimes, you know. What if I just wanted to be that villain, that monster? What then? My tears turning me into this. You know, they still burn. Even if I've gotten a bit more fireproof. That's why I try not to cry, but as you saw, it's all too easy. I never thought it'd be that easy, to be honest with you. But at the same time, I guess I don't mind it. Not the pain, not the burning. Those are all just things. I don't mind it because if I can express myself this honestly, maybe I can be more like you. You're pretty brave, you know that, baby. You probably don't even give yourself any credit because you give it to everybody else. Whenever someone makes a compliment, you make an excuse. You can't handle it, can you? How gorgeous, talented, and special you are. Did I do it on purpose? Guess you'll have to find out, won't you? Look at me, baby. If you got a problem, then you know how to solve it. What? Did I get you? Did I make you question it all? Or maybe think about me even more? Then I'll consider it a successful mission for sure. Wonder what the next one should be, huh? You got any ideas dancing in that mind of yours? I have to wonder sometimes because you certainly don't have a poker face, but even then, I'm no good. I can't judge it. Because myself, I got one mode. Looking like a monster, but I guess my eyes talk, don't they? Despite everything, you saw something in them. And I'm glad you say I'm attractive. It makes me so happy. It helps with my insecurities, feeling like damaged goods. I've always felt that way for a long time, but It's been nice hearing that I'm acceptable or more than that. I like to be told nice things, and I like to feel you against me, and all I really want for my birthday is for you to feel something. I want you to feel safe. I want you to know I'm not going anywhere, and I want you to know that none of what happened to me is your fault. None of what we've been through should you let end that cycle of blame or hate. Instead, just be who you've always been. Wonderful. You've been perfect to me. I've never had someone in my life so kind. It almost felt estranged. I don't even know why I trusted you. At the start, I remember. I thought I'd be skeptical of you, but for some goddamn reason, I couldn't doubt you. I couldn't find a single thing that I could raise suspicion of. Just a whole lot of things to love. Little things, big things, everything in between. That's what kind of person you are. There isn't really something that I can miss, because I'm so busy obsessing over it. And even then, there's so many things left to uncover, like a starry sky, counting each and every one you can see. You can do it for a lifetime and still find new ones. That's what I love about you. You're so fucking cool. You know that? I know I call you cute all the time, but I thought you'd appreciate the other sentiment. To me, you really are a hero. One that I can respect. Nothing fake about you, and you make me feel so safe. I want to be with you. Forever. I want to be more, even now. There's never been anything or anyone in my life that made me feel as much as you, and that's saying something, considering there's just a lot of extremes in my past, from one to the next, and you know what's fucked up? I think I'd prefer being burned alive to losing those around me. And I definitely prefer it 1,000,000 times over to losing you. I'm just so happy you stuck with me. I'm so happy you didn't leave. I know you weren't there for the situation, but you could have left. I remember giving you an option real quick because I felt guilty. I'm glad you stayed. So glad. In fact, if you had left, I don't know what would have happened, but I definitely wouldn't be the happiest birthday guy in the world right now. But I'll be damned if I don't feel like it. Getting all that off my chest. Feeling you this close. Life couldn't really get much better, can it? And I think my lucky stars I get to share in these moments with you, because it just wouldn't be the same if it were anyone else, baby. Call me petty, call me shallow, or just call me obsessed. I'm crazy for you. And you're worth every little thing. Every tiny detail that goes into love, that makes up us. Baby, I more than love you. special to you. As special as you are to me. God, you are so fucking cute. I know I said I wouldn't say it earlier, but I can't help myself now. I want today to be special in ways that yesterday just couldn't compete. What can I say? I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to you. And so what? Never bothered you before, did it? Why don't we see how far that goes, baby? You make me feel so alive, so well, so happy. Make me feel like it's all gonna be okay, baby. Now maybe it's time I make you feel a lot and get revenge on how much you make me feel. No, actually, why don't I let you give me my birthday gift personally? You can, baby. Don't hold back, though. It's not a good look on you. You look way, way better with me wrapped around you. With my breath on your lips, or better yet, my lips right there. Yeah, I know what I said about revenge, but you seem to want to get a little revenge of your own. Then go at it, baby. Show me what you've got. I didn't expect you not to hesitate. I missed this. You know how to treat me on my birthday, huh? Yeah. Yeah. I love you so fucking much. Fuck. You're everything to me, baby. Everything. Don't let anything in this world tell you otherwise. Yeah, you make me feel so alive. I love it. I love you. Yeah, I love my birthday present. I love having you like that. This was the real reward, you know that. Getting to see your satisfied face so close. Getting to make you feel. And feeling because you made me. You are the fucking best, baby. Look at me. That's it. That's the expression I was looking for, baby. It's okay. I love you so much. There isn't a single thing you could do to lose that love. Not a single fucking iota that could keep us apart. I want you, and I want you so bad. I'm so glad you're mine because I'd be fucked up without you. I don't even know what I would do. I think I'd just melt in the worst kind of way. But you make me melt in the best kind of way. You break me down to the sum of my parts in the best, most sexy way. God, I love nuzzling with you and the little things you do. The little things about you are what make me especially crazy. Because I wouldn't share these things. And I like that they're only for me. Selfish, maybe. In fact, I hope you consider me that way. Then maybe you'll be a little scared of looking at anyone else but me. I know I couldn't look at anyone with the eyes I give you. And I'm proud and happy about that. Because it just proves I wasn't wrong. That I can find true love, and it was right in front of me for a long time. And I'm really, really lucky to have you. Nothing makes me happier than you. You've saved me, but more than that, because saving is never enough. You made me alive where I never would have been. I'm not just a monster. Not anymore. More than that. I'm me, the flawed fucker who lives in the underground. But more importantly, I'm the man who's gonna do everything he can right for you. And if you take care of me along the way, you bet I'm gonna take care of you the same way. I love you without any questions, without any doubts, without any hesitation. And I'd give up everything I am. I'd give up my life, my love, and everything, just to find you happy. You're worth every kiss. You're worth the struggles and the fear that we've been through. You're worth more than silver or gold, but that's cheap. You're worth more than countries, baby. You're my whole world, so fuck the rest of it. If they call me petty, they're just right in a different font. Petty or a monster. I think I prefer being your monster over that. That's the expression I like to say. The one that you've only ever shown to me. The one that really makes my heart race, and the one that makes me want to kiss you even more. God, you complete me so much. I'm so fucking lucky to have you. So fucking lucky. And I'm glad for so many things, but that word doesn't even begin to explain it, so fuck it. I'm crazy about you now. And I'll be crazy about you tomorrow, and next week, and next year, and next forever. The only question I have left, baby, is can you handle that love? Are you gonna shy away? Well, I knew the answer before I asked it, but was just too fun pegging on you not to. I love you.